Tonight, IPS is working to make one school safer for students, specifically as they go and head home from class.
The IPS Rebuilding Stronger referendum is making these improvements possible at George W. Julian School 57. Good evening. Thanks for joining us at 5. I'm Dustin Grove.
And I'm Jenny Runovich. We're in for Felicia and Anne Marie tonight. So these improvements are happening 3 years after a driver hit and killed 7-year-old Hannah Crutchfield in a crosswalk outside her school.
Our Anna Chalker shows us the upcoming renovations to improve street safety.
In front of George W. Julian School 57, this stretch of Washington Street is considered a school zone, but cars speed through every day.
Our goal is to reemphasize our commitment to safety, security, and accessibility.
That's why school leaders plan to take that safety to the street, and it starts with tearing down Brown Library.
This operation will last about 8 weeks to bring the building down, to excavate out everything and remove it, and then backfill it.
Once the building is down, crews will turn the area into an expanded parking lot. They'll also create a new flow of traffic in and out of the school. This is all part of the $410 million Rebuilding Stronger referendum through the district.
This new configuration will also enhance safety for our car riders with a designated pedestrian island and a dedicated spaces for unloading students.
But these renovations come 3 years after a driver struck and killed School 57 student Hannah Crutchfield while crossing the street. Now school leaders want to make sure this doesn't happen again.
Outside safety is a top priority, making sure that our students come and return to their homes. And so, yes, that was a big push.
A priority to keep students safe, even when they're off of school grounds. There will also be some upgrades inside the school as well, but for the outside school safety renovations, those will be completed in the summer of 2025. In Indianapolis, Anna Chalker, 13 News.
Anna, thank you. Those changes inside the school include replacing carpet, repairing walls, and upgrading stair handrails to meet code requirements.
Several city-county council members want to create the Indianapolis-Marion County Public Education Fund program. They plan to propose this next month. In a statement, council members called it a first-of-its-kind city initiative to strengthen public education across Indy. So it'll promote literacy and math proficiency, as well as pay for reliable transportation and support for student services. If approved, the fund would be paid for by people who benefit from economic incentives for big capital improvement projects.
All right, let's get you a live look over downtown Indianapolis now. This Tuesday afternoon, we saw some sun at moments today, but those temperatures, boy, they did not get even close to above freezing.
No.
There could be some hope for a little warmer weather, though, Angela.
Yes, we're hoping to be in the range of 35 to 40 tomorrow afternoon, so that would put us above freezing. But as the edge of that warmer air arrives, we may get some pockets of freezing drizzle. And unfortunately, the timeline for that is early tomorrow morning. So if you're already forward thinking to the Wednesday morning drive to work and school, prepare to check in with Chuck as sunrise begins at 4 a.m. He'll be monitoring that potential for some freezing drizzle. We don't think it's going to be widespread or very heavy, but even a little bit of that freezing drizzle, especially bridges, overpasses, on and off ramps, tomorrow could be a little slick in a few places. Temperatures right now continue to struggle. Whew, we're only in the mid-20s. 26 at Morris Reservoir, 24 Noblesville, lots of clouds, and 23 Greensburg. But I'm going to step out of the way just a minute so you can get a view. Looks great over Bunker Hill. I know it's cold, but got a little bit of sunshine making for a great sunset. Crawfordsville and Montgomery County as well. Temperatures in the mid-20s, wind chills in the mid-teens. You'll need that heavy coat if you're going to be out and about this evening. The good news tonight, no rain, no snow, nothing weather-wise to slow you down this evening. Just a few clouds overhead and temperatures in the 20s. Early morning tomorrow, it will be cold enough to support some slick areas on our roads with the patchy freezing drizzle. Morning temperatures in the 20s.
Angela, thanks so much. All right, remember this? Oof. Wow. At this time last night, so many of you were dealing with this. Icy interstates, total gridlock. We were telling you about crash after crash all across central Indiana.
Hundreds of crashes from the highways to the streets of Indianapolis. And it's the second time in just a few days we've seen accidents pile up following a light snow.
So tonight, our Marion County reporter Lauren Kostick is asking why it got so bad and how crews can prevent it from happening again.
During peak rush hour Monday, interstates like 465 filled with accidents. State troopers working around the clock to respond to more than 160 wrecks in Indianapolis from 3 p.m. Monday to 6 a.m. Tuesday.
Responding to dozens of crashes right now on interstates around the city, and most of those don't involve injuries, which we're thankful for.
But drivers were not happy on social media, many complaining of long commutes and icy conditions, others questioning where was NDOT. According to a representative, NDOT deployed 30 trucks Monday afternoon. The department wouldn't go on camera Tuesday, but said in a statement there was more snow than expected, forcing crews to be more reactive than proactive, adding that trucks pivoted to rock salt in the evening and overnight hours.
Now, NDOT says the other big challenge on Monday was all that light snow melted because of the traffic, but then refroze, causing so many of those slick spots that were hard to see. But salt or no salt, state police remind every driver to always slow down. In Indianapolis, Lauren Kostick, 13 News.
Lauren, thank you. So the problems weren't just on the interstates. City roads also caused a lot of headaches. Today, in fact, IMPD told us there were several hundred accidents and slide-offs, with police making reports on at least 148 of them.
Again, thankful that most of those didn't involve any injuries, but still very frustrating. At 6 o'clock, Lauren's going to talk to Indy DPW regarding the city's response and if they plan to make any changes in the future. Looking forward to that at 6 tonight.
Well, a popular restaurant on the near southwest side of Indianapolis is closed tonight after fire damaged the building. And it's the second fire they've experienced in 45 years. So take a look at the video here. Wayne Township firefighters responded to the fire here at Man's Grill just before 11 o'clock last night. That's located on South Tibbs near West Morris Street. Well, we went back to the restaurant this morning and the fire marshal told us the fire appears to have been an accident. Most of the damage is in the kitchen. The front of the restaurant had mostly water damage.
Developing tonight, Metro Police tell us they're now investigating 2 deaths on the north side of Indianapolis as a murder-suicide. It happened near 38th Street and North Meridian Monday afternoon. Metro Police tell us Washington Township deputy constables were outside the home for an eviction when they heard the gunshots. The deputy constables then went inside and found a man and woman shot to death.
Students at Purdue are leading an effort now to expand the state's Lifeline law. They say the expansion will help protect more teenagers who are having a medical emergency after drinking too much.
Our 13 News State House reporter Emily Longnecker is here to explain. Emily?
Indiana's current Lifeline law protects those who call 911 for an underage person who's had too much to drink and is having a medical emergency. As the current law stands now, though, it does not protect the person having that medical emergency from prosecution. Students at Purdue University want to change that, they say, to save more lives. They held a news conference today with state lawmakers to announce their efforts. The push to reform the current Lifeline law comes after a statewide social media campaign that ran from mid-August through October. The Make Good Decisions campaign educates students about how the Lifeline law works. The law encourages students to call 911 and stay with a peer who needs help after drinking too much. Students say reforming the Lifeline law to include the person who's been overserved will strengthen it so that people will feel safe calling to get help for a friend.
We need the full protection for both parties, where people can call 911 and not have to question whether people are going to get cited or arrested.
Coming up tonight at 6, I'll tell you about a proposed bill that would expand the current Lifeline law as it stands now. At Purdue University, Emily Longnecker, 13 News.
Want to let you know on this Giving Tuesday, you can help 5 local charities, including helping veterans and families through what's called a giving machine.
This is pretty cool. These are essentially vending machines that work in reverse, giving you the chance to donate items to charities in need. We first saw them at Carmel's Clay Terrace Mall last year, and they're now back for a second year.
Yeah, and in addition to HVAF, you can also give to Ronald McDonald House Charities of Central Indiana, Horizon House, Second Helpings, and Big Brothers Big Sisters of Central Indiana.
So every charity that's in the giving machine, all 5 of the local charities, are standout pillars in our community that represent real need for Hoosiers here. They are all dedicated to making sure that our neighbors are getting things that they need.
And we learned each of the charities also selected the items you can choose to donate to them.
The giving machine will be open now through January 5th.
Such a cool idea.
Absolutely.